In this video, you'll get to know me as I share my personal journey of how I built myself up while studying full-time, the businesses I started along the way, and how I made my first million. I'll also be sharing practical business ideas you can try, whether part-time or full-time, based on my own experience.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ritumezi Monama, and I am also known as Ray. Welcome to my channel, guys. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys on how I managed to make my first million, and also how I also managed to buy my dream car as a full-time student at university. So let's get right into it. So guys, back in 2019, after giving birth to my beautiful son, I decided to go back to school. So 2019, I was doing first year. Then as a first year student, I believe that most first year students, they don't really have too much work to do compared to other levels. So after classes, I was always free, and I was always watching like videos on YouTube. And that's when I decided to learn how to do makeup. I was just doing it for fun. And around, I think around March, yes, I think around March, that's when I started to see like people advertising their work. They were actually advertising maybe like flowers, some they were advertising makeups and other things. They were actually preparing for graduation season, and I was also interested, guys. Mind you, I have never had any business before, but I also wanted to give it a try. I decided to make my own posters. I decided to print them out and hand them like to everyone on campus. I was just giving everyone that I was meeting on campus, and some I was putting them like on the walls so that people can see them when I'm not around, just for marketing, guys. And I started getting like clients. People started to text me, and I was so happy, guys. I remember around April, that was graduation season, I made about plus or minus 5,000. I don't remember the exact amount. Yeah, I made plus or minus 5,000 in just 1 week, guys. I was so happy because there's a phone call coming, but I'm not going to answer it. Yeah, I made 5,000. I can say 5,000 in just 1 week, guys. And that was actually my first earned money. I was so excited. And when time goes by after graduation season, that's when I realized that I don't want to make this thing like just a once-off thing. I wanted it to be sustainable business. Yeah, but when it comes to makeup, you just have to wait for special occasions. So I just had to come up with a different business idea. So yeah, when time goes by, I was trying to come up with anything that I can do while studying, and I ended up falling in love with being a fashion designer. I remember there was this other girl who was doing third year. She was helping me with how to use a sewing machine, how to cut fabric, how to do measurement. And yeah, after when I felt like now I'm okay, I did the same thing, which was to make posters, handing them to everyone on campus and advertising my work. And guys, people started to text me every time after class. I had like students coming for measurement, and I was resizing their clothes. I was like fixing zips, inserting zips, just fixing like alteration in general. So guys, everything was going well. I was making money and I was so excited, guys. And all the money that I was making, banking, I was not using it because nekina le bazari, and I was also getting like allowance from home from my dad. So yeah, so guys, I remember this other time there's this girl called Tepiso, and then she wanted me to, she was actually my regular client but for resizing. Mind you, I've never tried like making any outfit from scratch. So she came and she wanted me to make something for her because she was having like pageant. So at first, guys, I didn't want to because imagine next thing you are failing to deliver. So guys, I was scared, but because she believed in me, I ended up taking the money and challenging myself. Kadira the exact thing that was on the photo, and she was so happy, guys. She went to her pageant. I remember the following week she was sending me pictures. Guess what, guys? My first outfit that I made, it won an award. Like she won. She was wearing that sash, best dressed. And guys, I was so excited because that really boosted my confidence, because I really didn't want to take orders. I didn't want to start any outfit from scratch. So guys, that was actually towards the end of the year. I get to this business here, resizing, and yeah, unfortunately by the end of the year, that's when I realized that I was focused more on my business. I even forgot student, guys. I failed 2 modules academically, so I didn't manage to pass everything. I failed 2 modules and I was so disappointed. Even at home they were also disappointed, especially because they didn't even understand why kisa pass. Like, okay, fine. So fine, I decided to, like, the following year, which was 2020, that's when I actually decided to take my academics serious. Because now I'm repeating and I don't want to fail again. Remember, University of Limpopo, the G rules and other rules, you are not supposed to fail 1 module like more than once. So I decided to take my academics serious, and that's when I was focusing more on my academics. But since the previous year, I win the award. Okay, I didn't win the award because I was not the one who was wearing the dress that I made, but yeah, that was my work. So since like I made a dress and we managed to win something, I started to take orders to start like to design and to start outfit from scratch. 2020, I was staying in MBK, and yeah, there was this guy who was doing masters. I remember his name is Pi, yeah, DJ Pi. He's also a DJ. He came to me and a lab coat because he was doing masters. He wanted something unique, and I did made a lab coat for him, and then he went to attend practicals, and most people, they wanted to know like who made that lab coat or where did he buy it. Guys, that lab coat opened many doors for me. I started getting like texts and phone calls from lectures from a lot of people, guys, and yeah, my business was growing even more. Just that I didn't even tell him, worry, on Tushije, that lab coat, make advertiser, So fine, I started getting like advices even from my lecturers. Some they told me to register my business because they wanted to work with me. I was now getting like proposals from the school. That's when I even decided to buy the printing machines. I bought printing machines because whole school, like, let me say you are making woody coats or sports outfits, you also have to print a logo to show school or any company. So my business was growing, guys. I was so happy, and I'm like, you know what, since now I'm also, I'm growing. So I decided let me find like a workspace around town so that I hire people. Because like, guys, remember now I'm repeating 2 modules, and while I'm repeating 2 modules, I am growing big in business. So the previous year, even though like I failed, even though I was focusing more on school, even though I was focusing more on business, but miracle no so much that much compared to now, because now even the school is approaching me. So that's when I decided to expand. I found a place at town. I bought like sewing machines, tables, chairs, and everything that is needed for like a workspace, fashion designers. Then I hired people, and then we started working, and then things were going well. Everything was just going fine. So guys, after that, while things were going well, COVID-19 hit, and I had to close down my business. We were all forced to close down our businesses. That was so heartbreaking, guys, because I just opened my business. I just took the money that I was saving the previous year to open this big workspace, and now I have to close it down because of COVID, something that I didn't even know existed. COVID-19. Fine. Shop. I remember I even went to Levant. Levant is a store called Polokwane. I went to Levant to sell like the machines that I was using, because I bought them from Levant, and they gave me only like 10%. And they told me, as soon as you buy something, it doesn't matter how long did you use it, even if you didn't use it, you just bought maybe a sewing machine, and then if for returner, let me say you bought the machine got 10,000, how returner, even if about charge 1,000, even if you didn't use the machine, just know lose its value. So it's either you take it or you leave it. So guys, since at that time we didn't really have much space at home, but at that time, like, they knew about my business, I decided to tell them before opening the workspace, not workshop. I decided to tell them about my business. And when I was telling them, I told them that I won't be the one who will be working, because I didn't want them to be worried about my school work. So some of the things like those dolls, the mannequins, I decided to give them to local fashion designers, and that was during lockdown. I was home, and guess what? To my surprise, I started getting even more orders. Remember, guys, at University of Limpopo, most students, they are from different like provinces. Some they are from Gauteng, some KZN, Mpumalanga. So those students, they went home. When they got home, they started to show their families and friends my work, and their friends or their family members started to text me because they were also interested in my work. business year all at that time, guys. We more lockdown, but my business was also growing. So guys, I started to take orders. They were just sending me like any photo, and then I will make the outfit from scratch. Then I will send it via the courier guy. That time I was using Pep. Yeah, at that time I was using Pep, and I managed to run the business while I was staying at home. Then towards the end of the year, I got my marks, then capacity, everything. I realized, okay, since now I try to multitask, I try to prioritize my academics also. Now I feel like I'm doing well, I'm doing fine. So I passed all my modules. Then 2021, now we were attending contact classes. We went back to school. When I went back to school, my business now, as I've mentioned, that now I have more clients. Now I'm national, guys. So I decided to hire. Mind you, I still have remember now, I still have that fear, because I failed 2 modules first year, so I didn't want to fail again. So I was only forced to hire people so that they can help me to balance everything. So 2021, I was staying off campus. I was now working with these other 2 ladies. I decided to find them like rooms because they were not from around TEV. They were not from around. So I decided to find them rooms, and while I was at school attending classes, they were making outfits for me. And after classes, that's when I realized that, okay, since I've hired, now I feel like I don't really have much work to do. Because now when I come back, they are busy working. They've been working from morning, and now I'm back. I got nothing to do. And if you're someone who's already used to do something, like you are used to working, you will get bored. You will try to find something else to do. And that's when I decided to open an online business. Like restaurants, yeah, online, guys. Now I was always coming up with ideas, so I decided to open a restaurant online. Guess what? Okay, fine. Every morning when I wake up, I would just start advertising whatever that I'm going to cook. I'll just share photos, more the marketplaces, Jago UL, and then after sharing those photos, I'll every morning, guys, when I wake up, I would just cook and share like photos on the marketplaces groups, and after sharing them, I would cook and advertise. After advertising, if you place an order, let me say you are saying, yo guys, Haniki. Oh my gosh, guys. I am not used to speaking for a long time. So guys, let's hurry. Okay, please be patient with me, guys. Hi, I get well. This is my first time recording something for now. It's 18 minutes. Okay, fine. The way my online business was working, if it's Chaba, it's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. The way my online business was working, I would wake up in the morning, make posters, and also take pictures of everything that I cooked and advertise. And then if someone is interested, they will place an order via WhatsApp. And then I will call a driver. They usually charge 30 rand for local deliveries. So all my clients for my online restaurant, they were staying local. So never local. I'll take orders via WhatsApp, call the driver to collect and deliver to my clients. This is how I was operating, guys. Okay, fine. Towards the end of the year, guys, since I've mentioned already 2021, I was now running online business, and my people that were working for me by then, they were just making clothes for my boutique. By the end of the year, strategy saga siyabereka. I passed all my modules and I was so excited, guys. They are push up both sides. I'm winning, like academically, my business is also booming. So I managed to pass everything, and after that I went home because of school holidays. And 2022, before 2022, when I went home, since the previous year I lost some money when I was trying to expand. Remember, I've lost money due to COVID. So now I still want to. I'm one person who wants to achieve at least one thing every year. I want to achieve something. So now it's 2020. It's now 2021, and now I'm planning on what to do in order to make myself happy. Because if you're working, you have to work for something. You cannot just work, save money, and that's it. You have to do something, guys. Sanjo bona lo moto wa sacrifice sharp. I remember I was having a conversation with this other friend of mine because I wanted to expand, but I knew that I don't want to open like a workspace again. I wanted something different. So I spoke with this friend of mine. My friend was doing like poultry farming, and then he told me that there is money in farming. I should find a space and invest in it so that I will know if I have a land, if I build something, at the end of the day, even if the business doesn't work, key investment so sharp. I decided to have a conversation with my mom. I told her that I want to do poultry farming, and then she was helping me, and I decided to build a house, an actual house. Like, I didn't build that house sorry, that one that has like some space for UV light to enter. The one that I made, it was just a house. So after that, I realized after that actually I am not really interested in farming. I was done with the building, everything was ready. Okay, I didn't buy the chicks and the food, so yeah, but at the same time I was done. But that's when I realized during like interested, I'm not into, as much as I love money, as much as I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to, expand and make myself happy and feel good about my achievements, but not for me. Okay, fine, we are done. No, the following year, 2022, I was not happy. Negisi happy, reason being, I sat down alone and I realized that I keep on losing money. Remember, 2020, I lost money due to trying to expand, trying to find a workspace. Then 2021, I also lost towards the end of the year, trying to do what? Trying to get into farming. Now it's 2022. I remember when I was going back to school, because now I was doing third year. My degree was 4 years. So when I went back to school, those ladies that I was working with, I decided not to call them because I also wanted to slow down on business, since third year very difficult. No, final year, they said, most people, they were saying what is very difficult. So manage school works, having to go to the laboratory and writing practical reports. and also doing business, so it was risky. So I also wanted to slow down on business 2022, but I didn't know how. But luckily, I forgot to mention that I used to get like radio interviews, I used to get celebrity recognitions, and I started to work with Latoya McKenney. She was helping me. Matsidiso from Generation, I think, yeah. And then I was making clothes for her, and she was also trying to help me to grow. And I just wanted to put my focus on her 2022, since I've already mentioned that Nikisanya go failure. So I started to slow down, and my way of slowing down, I decided to increase my prices. You know, when you increase your price, meaning the client, that was my strategy. So Nikinoko Fukucha the client, because I was afraid if I stop, it's very risky. If you stop, let me say you have a shop, you close down for 6 months, someone else will open somewhere, or maybe your clients, they will find somewhere where they can find the same service. Remember, so no one only business, so they will forget you, but yeah, somewhere else. And then when by the time you decide to open, what you look when. So I didn't want that. The only thing that was working for me, that was gonna work, was for me to increase my prices, still take orders, but at least I was not taking too much orders, so that I'm also able to manage my academics. So guys, what happened 2022, I remember towards the end of the year, I started getting like my client, they started to send me like different hair. That time I was not even selling hair. Do you have 12-inch of 123? Okay, fine. The next day, someone, do you have this? Like, they kept on coming, and then they actually gave me an idea of selling hair, because now they are coming, they want me to sell hair, because you guys are asking me about something that I have never even advertised on my status. So fine, when my clients, when they were asking me ka miriri ya di Brazilian, that's when I started to look for a supplier for Brazilian hair, and I found one, and I started to advertise. While advertising, you know, my clients, they are very honest people. They started to complain, or your prices are very high. Mind you, I was only adding 300 on each unit, so they were complaining about the prices. And that's when I actually decided, maybe I should find another supplier who might be cheaper than the one that I had. And I did. I found another supplier who was selling human blend hair. It's a mixture of human hair and synthetic hair. So after finding the supplier, I started to advertise, like, do we see my 80 rand, 150, 250, like they were very cheap. Everyone was so excited because now they are getting what they want, lower price. So everyone was so happy, guys. And they started to buy. I remember now, even people who are owning salons, they want me to supply for them. They want me to be their suppliers. I am now like selling in bulk. So kikra the orders, like ki supplied salon, like business was booming, guys. And I was so happy because now, remember, when you are a fashion designer, you have to start by checking what your clients want. Go to the fabric store. You're not even sure if you're going to find the fabric that you are looking for. motho o jere picture ya Beyonce and onya kwana o dira the exact same thing. You don't even know that fabric, if is it stretchy, is it just a plain fabric, but you have to find it. Like you will go around town, go to China looking for that fabric, after getting measurements, after getting patterns, before you can even start to sew. So guys, I was so excited because now Kamiriri, the only thing that I had to do was just to take orders, send to my supplier, then they deliver and I resell. That was easy, right? Okay, fine, business was doing well, and I decided to find, like guys, the way business like it was always impossible for me to work alone. I had to find a driver, a personal driver who will assist in transporting me and also assist with delivering my orders, local orders. I had like orders that local, whereby we had to deliver them like daily, Monday to Friday, not every day, weekdays. And then weekdays, I meant. We had like those orders just Monday to Friday, and then my driver was the one who was doing deliveries, and then now I was doing deliveries, the courier guy sending to long distances. Everything was going well, and I remember this other time, now we are getting to the reason why I decided to make this video. Remember, I wanted to share how I made my first million and also how I bought my dream car. So guys, I remember I sat down alone. I started to calculate the money that I was spending only on transportation, guys. It was a lot. Obviously, it will the same, the exact amount. It will depend on how many orders I got that month. But sometimes like it was 7,000, 8,000, like it was too much. So it was only the only thing for now was just to buy a car. And at the same time, I didn't want to buy just any car. I wanted to buy, because I realized that I worked hard. Okay, the idea buying a new car, it was in 2023 when I was doing final year. 2022, I was doing third year. I started to sell hair, and then I came back 2023 when I was doing final year. I was selling hair. I was actually making continue correction, and then I also had a PA who was also helping me in taking orders online. So yeah, I had a PA, I also had a driver, but at the same time, I was at a point whereby I want to buy a car, because delivering, I needed a driver to be here. Sometimes Nali busy, so I would have to find a different one. And also, in order for me to collect like those boxes from the courier guy, mind you guys, the box selected like in order for me to collect them, I had to call a driver. So that's when I realized, oh no man, I think I need a car, mostly because but for the courier guy, never ever go gate one. They didn't want to come to our rooms. You had to go to gate one in order to collect. So I remember I sat down and decided which car do I want. Okay, one day I want to buy a first car. Even that thing already, even I don't feel like a first car, but when I edit, if I will manage to, I will try to, guys, as I've mentioned, this is my first time doing this, so it will try Eda so guys, yeah. Also, after 2023, when I was doing finance, when I decided to buy my car, but since I managed to make a video, at the same time, remember I'm doing business, guys. I am not doing the tender, or I don't know, that thing how you get that million same time. No, the money that I was getting means I'm gonna have half. So even the car that I wanted, I couldn't afford to buy it cash. Yes, I made 1 million since I've started my business, but I didn't manage to buy the car cash. I was really close to the K1, and the insurance was even affordable. I was paying for 15K per month for the car. So guys, this is my story. I encourage you all to watch this video. I was also excited. I am actually excited to share my journey with you guys. I am so happy, and if you have enjoyed watching this, please drop a heart down below. This is a get to know me video, and also to get to know where I come from, and also it will help you with business ideas. Maybe you are sitting there, you want to make extra cash, you know, when I want to go Diversity, the college, they want to make money, but at the same time they don't even know what to do. I believe this video will help. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you. Please drop any comment, any question down below. Love you guys. I appreciate you for, thank you so much. Let me not say a lot. You know.